The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career. But they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And we're underway from the bank. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before. A guy named Michael Vick, who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down, here's Lamar. His running back hauls it in deep right. Now, hang on. We do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Option give here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Another chance for him. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only a yard on that pickup, and it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 9. Blitz coming, Lamar. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. While there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin, they'll welcome the...
And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. League often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Buys time, rolling right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. The Ravens and their running back about to get back to work. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st down, Jackson fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. They'll run here on 1st down. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Back to the well again. And he goes down after a small gain across the 40 to the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So that brings up 4th and long. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Breaks the tackle, still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Oh, he's going to run for it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Uh-oh, it's loose. Live ball inside the end zone. And a defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Commanders capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's on the move. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-3 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught for the 1st. Through the middle. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards. And
he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Now, hang on. We do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. They've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
He's got it near the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
The Commanders going field goal here. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Man in motion out of the slot. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Juke the defender. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A give now from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 43. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Lamar now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews with the catch. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Slot man in motion left. Jackson looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They put a receiver in motion right. Jackson on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that brings up 4th and short. They'll run for this. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Ravens make it 17-all. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Daniels on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Option design here. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. Watson with the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down, here's an option to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Jackson now on 3rd. Buying some time left. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Tight end going in motion here. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Another carry for him. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gets this one to Watson. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Ravens bring an extra DB out there, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run here on 1st down. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. But picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 1. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Daniels. He's on the move. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And it looks like we've got a pause now. Everybody saw it during the play, and it's as we feared. Their quarterback, the one injured out there. Everyone hoping it's nothing serious, just 1 week before the opener. First throw for the backup now. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He rolls to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. After the sack, another pass on second down. Complete out to the right. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Jackson. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. One of the tight ends motioning right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Andrews. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 32. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time. I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That one's complete, right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. 2nd time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick-6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Back to the air following the pick six. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
To the air, 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Throwing it again here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They give it to him up the middle. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders continue piling it on here in the fourth. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And for what it's worth, Brock, they have cruised through this preseason undefeated. So all things pointing up for them as they get ready for Week 1. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Baltimore.